Hello, Andrei.
Hello, Larry.
How long have you been working at St. Jude's in Oakville?
I've been part of St. Jude's family for 15 years now.
And can you talk a little bit about your role at the church?
Yes, absolutely. Back in 2006, when I was originally hired, I started as an assistant organist. And in recent years, the position has been developed into the associate organist. But basically, my main responsibilities are to support the music director and play for the variety of services, support the music director at the rehearsals, any extra services, possibly concerts as well.
And I do know you as a very humble person. You're a terrific musician, and I'm sure you do more than support in terms of the skill that you bring to the job. I wonder if you could talk a little bit about where you went to school and what kinds of formative musical experiences that you had before you came to St. Jude's.
Absolutely. I am a graduate of the University of Toronto, where I studied the Faculty of Music. I studied organ performance with John Tuttle. As far as earlier experiences, I started taking organ when I was 14, and the primary reason for that was I was really inspired by the magnificent Valkar organ in Riga Dome Cathedral in Latvia. That's where I grew up. And so as a result, I always wanted to play the organ because I was in awe of its magnificent sound and the possibilities.
And what are some of the other things that you do? You are the associate organist at St. Jude's, but I know you're very involved in musical life in the Greater Toronto area. What are some of the other things that you do with your career?
Besides St. Jude's, I'm on staff at the National Ballet of Canada as the company pianist, which involves me playing for the dancers, playing in the orchestra, be part of the productions, performing on stage once in a while as well. Besides that, I'm also the rehearsal accompanist for the Tafel Music Chamber Choir in Toronto.
And are you a concertizer as well? Do you collaborate occasionally with other musicians and give concerts?
Yeah, once in a while. It's in recent years I got so busy with the ballet and my regular um, regular activities at the church and Tafel Music that I wasn't able to do much of the recitals, but yes, occasionally, of course. But I do most of it at the National Ballet of Canada, where I'm required very often to play standard piano repertoire for the performances, play piano concerti with the orchestra, and so on, collaborate with the orchestral musicians there and the soloists that are brought in.
Wonderful. And I know that through our conversations around this search that you are very dedicated to St. Jude's, and that you love the community there. I wonder if you could talk a little bit about why it is an attractive place to work and what it is about the job that you enjoy so much.
Yeah, I would say St. Jude's. It's a very special and it's a very warm and welcoming place, and that's one of the reasons that I've stayed at St. Jude's for so long and I haven't moved on. Um, uh, there are so many things that I could talk about, both about music and people, but I would say what comes to my mind immediately, we have a very strong musical tradition. We have the musicianship is very strong, both in the choir and with the professional leads that also support our choirs. Um, what else? What's very important to me is that our choirs are really like a big, wonderful family. They're so supportive, and they're very enthusiastic. They love music, and as musicians, and I know, the colleagues that had to make music at St. Jude's too always felt very, very welcome and very supported by the choirs.
Well, thank you. I do have one final question, which is, I hope doesn't provide you with any difficulty answering, but if you could talk a little bit about the strong relationship that you've had with the outgoing organist, Simon Walker, and what you might look forward to in beginning another relationship with a new music director.
Absolutely. I really, really enjoyed working with Simon, and I learned so much from him. And I think that's what I really value in my position too, that I get to work with really good, excellent musicians and music directors that I worked in the past, and that I was able to learn so much from them. And always also personally, I feel really fulfilled. I find my job very fulfilling and rewarding, because I can support both the music director, their vision, and again, the choirs, and share my love and appreciation for music. I don't know whether that answers your questions, but please feel free to ask me any if I need to clarify.
Oh, it absolutely does. It absolutely does. It's great. And I really appreciate you speaking with me today, Andrei. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're most welcome, Larry.